This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for September 9th, 2024. Skillet and Seether are headed to Roadrunner in Boston on Friday night, September 20th with Tim Montana and Royale Lynn. This is an all-ages show and tickets are on sale right now. Check the link in the show notes of this episode to get them. Linkin Park guitarist Brad Delson has confirmed that while he worked on the band's new music, he will not be taking part in the upcoming reunion tour dates. The guitarist was missing last Thursday during the global live stream event. Mike Shinoda noting that Alex Feder was filling in for Delson. He'll also reportedly be the band's new touring guitarist. In a statement, Delson shared his thanks for the support of everyone involved, expressing awe of the band's new additions, Emily Armstrong and Colin Britton, saying, quote, "I've always felt deeply connected to and proud of our live performances. Over the years, I've realized I thrive most when I'm actively working with my bandmates behind the scenes, in the studio, collaborating on our new music and helping build our live show. I'm so proud of everything we continue to create together. While I will not be performing on tour in this new chapter, I am super excited to introduce Alex, my handsome deputy on the road. Alex is a world-class musician, a kind and thoughtful friend, and we are truly fortunate that he'll be contributing his unique talent to our LP universe." Mike Shinoda taking to Discord to address criticism of the addition of Emily Armstrong, saying, quote, "Many people will take time to wrap their heads around us with her. If people are respectfully not there yet, I'm totally fine with that. But disrespect me and you will lose my respect in return." One fan said that it was hard to hear Shinoda live without Chester. He replied, "I understand this. We need to give space for everyone who is shocked and processing. It is difficult. Seeing me with M together, shoulder to shoulder, brought up so many feelings for people in our crew and management. Happy and sad at the same time. It's so complex. Me as well." And speaking of Emily Armstrong, criticism coming from musician Cedric Bixler Zavala and his wife Chrissy Carnell Bixler, the former Scientologist, posting a photo from 2013 of him and Emily together, criticizing her support of fellow Scientologist Danny Masterson, who's serving 30 years in prison for rape. Emily Armstrong posting, "Hi, I'm Emily. I'm new to many of you, and I wanted to clear the air about something that happened a while back. Several years ago, I was asked to support someone I considered a friend at a court appearance and went to one early hearing as an observer. Soon after, I realized I shouldn't have. I always try to see the good in people, and I misjudged him. I have never spoken with him since. Unimaginable details emerged, and he was later found guilty. To say it as clearly as possible, I do not condone abuse or violence against women, and I empathize with the victims of these crimes." Responding to Emily Armstrong's statement, Chrissy Carnell Bixler, who was one of Danny Masterson's accusers, said, quote, "Dear Emily, if you're not going to speak out against the human and child trafficking cult in which you are a part of and in which you enable by remaining silent on the crimes you know about, then you have no right to fill the shoes of Chester Bennington, a true advocate. I don't give a fuck that you are very close to the serial rapist. I don't give a fuck that you lied in your apology Instagram story. I do care that you participated after being asked in the cruel intimidation of Jane Doe #1 with your cult pals at court. I do care that you didn't once mention that you are a member of a child and human trafficking cult that covers up the abuses and rapes of children and adults. I do care that your parents work for OSA, the Office of Special Affairs of the Cult of Scientology, which have been ordering attacks on me and my family, which includes murdering my dogs in the most inhumane and evil ways. I do care that you have been attacking and harassing my fellow sister survivors. You don't speak out against Scientology, not because you're terrified of them. You don't speak out because you're one of them. Shame on Linkin Park. Fuck you." Oasis frontman Liam Gallagher has sparked hope that the reunited band will release a new album to go alongside with their highly anticipated 2025 run of arena shows. When asked by a fan if he felt a new album was, quote, in the air, Liam replied, "It's in the bag, mate. Fuck the air." Noel Gallagher also commented that he plans to sell Oasis's back catalog of hits for $200 million after the band's reunion tour next year. He said he wants to set up his family for life because he fears if he leaves the song rights to his 3 children, they'll probably swap them for a PlayStation game. The 57-year-old estimates it's worth about $200 million, and as he approaches 60, he said that cash would ensure a luxurious retirement. Kendrick Lamar was announced by the NFL as the performer of the halftime show for the Super Bowl in New Orleans on Sunday, February 9th, 2025. Kendrick Lamar was part of the 2022 performance in Inglewood, California, that also featured Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, 50 Cent, and Anderson .Paak. The first ever authorized full-length documentary about the life of Jimi Hendrix is in the works from the director of The Greatest Night in Pop. Hendrix died in 1970 at the age of 27, and his estate has never given permission for a full-length documentary until now. Titled Jimi, the film will, according to the press release, tell the story of the transformational period in music history when Jimi Hendrix set the world and his guitar on fire. Herbie Flowers, the bassist who played on songs like Lou Reed's Walk on the Wild Side and David Bowie's Space Oddity, has died at the age of 86. No cause of death was provided in the family member's statement online, saying, quote, "While we knew and loved him as Uncle Herbie, his musical contributions have likely touched your lives as well. He played bass on many of the songs from the golden age of rock. In addition to stints with rock acts like T-Rex and Blue Mink, Flowers was a longtime session musician who played on hundreds of albums throughout the 70s and 80s. Playing with George Harrison, Paul McCartney, and Ringo Starr. He also performed with Harry Nilsson, Brian Ferry, and Cat Stevens. Over the weekend, Beetlejuice raked in about $110 million in its opening weekend on the box office. This makes the film the second highest September debut of all time. The only 2 films this year that made more money on its opening weekend were Deadpool and Wolverine and Inside Out 2. The original Beetlejuice was released in 1988 and made $74.7 million, a feat for the time. Patti Scialfa has revealed that she has been battling multiple myeloma, a rare form of blood cancer, since 2018. The 71-year-old wife of Bruce Springsteen and longtime member of the E Street Band went public with her diagnosis in a new documentary called Road Diary: Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. Due to her diagnosis, Scialfa is no longer able to tour with the band or perform full concerts. Instead, she has limited her participation to occasional guest appearances at select shows. Saying, quote, "This affects my immune system, so I just have to be careful what I choose to do and where I choose to go." Green Day's American Idiot has hit a major milestone. The song officially registered 1 billion streams on Spotify. This is Green Day's second song to join the Billions Club. Their first was Basket Case. And Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross have officially released the score for Challengers on vinyl. The record will be released November 1st and is available for pre-order right now. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 222, featuring Dorothy, is available now.